This didn't happen very often, but this is what happened in the Tafshin Chav Gimel, Shmini Atzeres, 1963. So the person telling the story is Rabbi Yosef Hartman. Rabbi Yosef Hartman is a famous Chassid in Yisrael. He runs the Beisefer Malach, I think, in Kfar Chabad. He's the author of many Sfarim, big Talmud Chacham, lecturer. His son is a shliach in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. But he was a bacher then. And he says like this. So he said, in those days, 770 was a third of the size it is today. It was tremendous, the doichek, the pressure that was crammed into 770 was tremendous. It's hard to describe the tremendous pressure, the stupenish, from all the guests and the locals. Everybody wanted to be close. He said, the Baruch Hashem was able to get a place by the Orna Kodesh, opposite the Rebbe, and see, quoting here in the Rebbe's holy and luminous face, the simcha, he says, was tremendous. First time in my life, as a Bacher from Yisrael, I saw such simcha, beyond all agbolas. Yaakov Rebbe turns around and he's conducting with his holy hands the shira that pierced the very heavens, till the point of the you couldn't anymore, and then higher still, and all the thousands all merging, becoming one.
Was in the front corner by his place?
Yeah. All of a sudden, before the fourth akafe, I see the Rebbe is looking into his siddur, onto a sefer, and he's facing the Mizrach wall, and then he turns to Rabbi Grona and he says, "Where's Yosef Hartman?" I said, "This Bacher." He said, I hear this and I freeze. He said, I started trembling, and maybe I'm imagining this is an illusion. And then Rabbi asks again. So Rabbi Grona starts looking, because I had this spot right there, he sees me. And of course, there's many people in front, and they all move aside, the Rebbe should look at me. And the Rebbe looks at me with his penetrating eyes, his luminous countenance, with a broad smile. He says, a smile that is worth millions, as Chassidim say. And he made, with his hand, to be b'simcha. And I'm, shocked. And then another shock. The person who's in charge of giving it the Sifrei Torah, one of the Gabbayim, he gives me a Torah. My joy had no limit. A young bocher, 21, unmarried, gets a koffer. I was told later by the bocher, the Americans, they said this as, I don't remember such a thing that a bocher should get a koffer. Till today he says, why, I do not know. I'm just going to tell you. He doesn't say this here, but a little bit of research, just looked up in Google his name, in Chabadpedia. So that Tishrei that he's a great speaker. He spoke all, I guess, in Hebrew. He went around different places to speak throughout Sukkot, whether it's connected or not, but he made a tremendous, he was very inspiring. But this is what, now I'm just quoting him. So he said, to know the story of the Alter Rebbe Ayeka, we all know the story, which saved the Alter Rebbe from Kleis HaNefesh. The story with the Ayak in the prison. When he was in prison, so one of the high-ranking officers, this guy came in and asked him a question. Why did Hashem say to Adam, where are you? Hashem doesn't know. And Alter Rebbe explained, it's a question that David should ask every person, where are you? You lived so many years. What have you accomplished? So he's saying here, the Rebbe says, Vu is Hartman, Ayeka. So he's saying, I'm not drawing a parallel to the Alter Rebbe, but this is my Ayeka, where are you? And this sentence changed my life. These words. And it gave me tremendous spiritual strength, that planted within me tremendous simcha and energy to be able to carry out that which is demanded of me. Whether it's, you're still a bacha then, learning in Nigla, Chassidus, in Avodas Hashem, Mivtzoyim, and so on. And 7 years later, I merited to go to Shlichus to Nachlas Har Chabad in 1970 as the Rebbe Shliach and Beis Sefer L'Melacha, which he still runs. It's a very elaborate workshop training children to from underprivileged homes, etc., to have for a livelihood. And it's saved hundreds of young people from being lost to the street. He says for 50 years, when he was interviewed, this "Where is Hartman?" rings in my ears, and I bring back that exalted moments, those holy exalted moments, and it's self-understood that these words continue to demand of me and inspire me to do and to affect in greater measure in spreading the wellsprings outside. Beautiful story. Okay, Yidden. A wonderful day.